Good. He looked great last night, cooling out, and he was nice and bright this morning. And he got out early and walked and ate a little grass, and he's been taking his visitors over there all morning long, literally.
That was the more you thought about it, did you go back and how many times did you watch the replay?
Well, I just watched it in the director's room a couple times, so he won every time. He won every time.
When did you, watching the race, when did you think he had him?
Well, I thought if he'd be in striking range at the 3 furlong pole, because he really does have a solid, I guess a great punch from 3/8. Even if the other horse would re-break too, he might have a little bit of edge. And Garrett looked like he was reeling him in a little bit about that time. So I felt pretty good then. And I guess inside the 8th pole, I just had a feeling he kind of is the type of horse that gets, you could tell he had a little bit more momentum than Quality Road. And he's been getting those photos, or he's been getting those little, last 16ths every time. So like I said, he gives you a lot of confidence.
You had mentioned a couple of races, or 3 races, that he might go in next, 2 of them in New York. Are you leaning more towards one or the other?
We firmed up. We firmed up this morning before that. Mr. Hancock, Seth was here this morning. The Jockey Club Gold Cup at Belmont's the next race. So that's it. We'll just take him back to Keeneland whenever we decide in a few weeks or so. Let him train there and then come back up like on a racing return type thing to Belmont.
So, in a perfect world, we'd have had a target to run at, similar to the Don, where he had a past the point, I think, was, on the lead. He was able to stalk him, but there really wasn't anyone that was eager to take the lead yesterday, so we kind of inherited it. And so I think he's one of those horses that does things so easily that he was just kind of waiting on competition.
Anything you can do about that at this point?
Want to get some horses that are faster.
Quality Road in your mind still the best horse in the country?
Oh yeah, he got beat a nose, fought an extremely good horse, 5 pounds, and I don't think the race set up the way that that we would ideally want it to, but not taking anything away from blame. But we look forward to trying him again at equal weights.